Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be taking the JPML Pro Test as part of reaching $3,000 raise for Extra Life this year. Let's try this test time. It's gonna be hard. And with me here today I have Dani Pro.
Hello. What's up? What's up?
You might know her as Daske too online. And she's gonna be helping to explain how the test is conducted, and I'm nervous. Can you explain a bit more about the test for those who don't know about it?
Sure. So, in order to become a Mahjong Pro, different organizations have like different sets of like tests and things you need to do. In the case of JPML, which is the Japan Professional Mahjong League, they got a 4-step process for their test. So usually on the first day, they do like a kind of like a playthrough, like a mini tournament, and they're walking around looking at each individual players, like how they like discard the tiles, how they draw, their general manners, all this other stuff. And then on the second day, they have like a 2-part process where first off they do this written test here. So it's a timed written test where, people will have a certain amount of time to complete each page before they're able to do the next one. And after all that's over, normally in the other test, the next part of that is they have to go and write a full essay in Japanese. And it's great. And after that, then you have to go and do a face-to-face interview with some very intimidating pros. So it's some good stuff.
Oh boy, that sounds scary. So luckily for me, I only have to do the second part that you said, the written test. Not the Japanese language one, but the test with questions that I'm going to be answering about Mahjong knowledge, right?
Yep, not Japanese. Yes, that one.
Yeah, and Daisuke, I mean, the test is in Japanese, but Dani Pro has helped me with the translation for the test. So I'll be doing it in, well, it's all in Japanese, but I have the English translation just so I know what everything is. But I have not looked at the test yet. And are there more like specific instructions on how to go about doing the test?
Not in general, but on the individual pages that you receive, each page will have its own specific instructions on what you should be doing and how you should answer the questions.
And it's 30 minutes per page, right? And I can only look at the next page once I'm done with the current page that I'm looking at.
Correct.
And you said I can use a piece of paper, right?
Yep, paper's okay.
Okay. And yeah, I haven't looked at the test at all. I did a few of the other ones beforehand. I haven't seen this one at all. And it was a few days ago before the tournament. And well, I'm also pretty tired. I didn't study a lot, but I'm just gonna do my best and see how well I can do as I am right now. So if you guys want to check out the test yourself, the link is in chat. And I guess if you guys want to ask some questions, we'll have some time after stream. I think the test should take only, what, 1 hour and a half?
Yes, because there's 3 pages and each page will get 30 minutes each.
So I'm just gonna do my best, and then afterwards we can do like a little bit of like a, getting to know Dani a bit more, and we can ask whatever questions you guys may have to Dani. And yeah, exciting. I'm very nervous, but I'm gonna just do my best. Dani, do you think you can like start the timer and keep the timer for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see, timer. $30 minutes. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And do you have the translations that I did for the page 1. Oh, I accidentally called it the first one page 2, but yeah.
I'm gonna get my BGM on the other screen since I'm not gonna have any music. Might as well have something going on so it's not just me doing the test. Let's see, it's
Sounds good.
VLC video source, vision looping, put it there. Alright, I'm not looking at the test, I'm just making sure everything's alright. Music's still playing. Can you guys hear the music? Can you guys hear me okay? And can you guys hear Dani okay? Music is a bit loud, thank you. How's that for the music now? Dani, can you say something? Hello? Did we lose Dani? Dani? Are you there? Kakushita? I think she might have gone to do something, it's okay. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Hello.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, my internet disconnected, so I jumped on my other computer.
Okay. How's Dani's volume? Everything good? Okay. Alright, so I'm ready to begin. Are you ready to start the timer?
Alright. Starting the timer. You ready? In
yeah,
3,
ready.
2, 1, go!
Alright. Let's see. So let me look at the translation too. Let me go find it. Alright, so Pro Test 36. Score the following hands. Assume East 1. In the case of non-dealer, there will be South Seed. There are no Dora. Okay. And yeah, it's asking dealer Tsumo, dealer Ron, and then non-dealer Tsumo and non-dealer Ron. So let's begin. So what do we have here? We have... Actually kind of a bit hard to see the hand, but I think it should be fine. So now... So the winning tile is 2 Mon. So this is Sanshoku. There's no Dora. Let me mute this song from my end because I actually need to focus. There we go. Okay. So this is gonna be Sanshoku, Pinfu in some cases. You can also count this as Kanchan Ron for 40 Fu. Yeah, this could also be scored as a Kanchan. So let's see. For the dealer, so there's no Dora. So dealer Sanshoku, are these self-draw? Or oh, I guess yeah, Tsumo and Ron. So Tsumo, Sanshoku, Pinfu, there's gonna be more points. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4 on the 2. So Sanshoku, Pinfu, Tsumo. So that's 4 Han, 20 dealer, 7,800, which is 2,600 all. Hope I'm doing it right. I'm gonna try my best to write on the test. Hopefully it's good enough for you guys to see. So on Ron, control and zoom, it should zoom. Yeah, you're right. It'll go much better for you guys. So pink for Ron is still more. So there's no Dora. Sanshoku. Yeah, you can count this as more Fu, but if you count it as the worst, weight, then you don't get pink Fu. If I understand correctly, so dealer 1 would be 30 Fu instead. So pink Fu, 3 Han, 30. Because I think you still want to count 330 instead of 240 because it's just more. Because I don't think you get Pinfu if you count the kanchan. Yeah, writing with pencil, so we're just gonna do our best. I could just write it on like paper, but... So 330, usually 3,900, 7,700 for dealer? No, that's 340. Yeah, 5,800, so 5,800. And non-dealer Tsumo is going to be Pinfu Tsumo Sanshoku 420 is 5,200. And then 330, 3,900. And these are the easy ones, so let's see. I mean, at least the
I will
first
give
ones.
you a small hint because I am nice and don't want to see you fail. Notice the comma on the cold sumo, or the non-dealer sumo.
Right. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, this is asking like how much you would say essentially. This is 5,200. It's gonna be 13, 26, and non-dealer Ron is still 3,900. 1326, 5,200. That's right. Okay. And then what do we have here? We have a Chitoi Tanya. So Chitoi Tanya, that's already 3 Han. This is 1,600. So normally 6,400 is 3216. Chitoi Tanya Tsumo. You don't count the Ipeko, of course. Yeah. So that's 1632, 1632, 6,400. And then you have dealer is going to be 3,200 all. And then on Ron, it's no Tsumo, so it's 3 Han, 25. Normally 32, 4,800 Ron. Doing our best here, Trey, with the mouse. And this is 325 Ron, which is 3,200. Alright, so now we gotta calculate the full of the honors. So it's East. So this is going to... Okay, I don't actually know this rule. I'm assuming this is an edge case scenario where the double East gives 2 fu, like 4 fu? But I don't know how they do it in the JPML, so...
So it actually recently changed just this year, but when this test was created, double East does exist.
So it's 4 fu for double East pair. Is that correct?
But yeah, so that's great.
Okay, just making sure because, yeah.
So it's the same as Tenho in that regard.
Okay, so this is 8 fu, and then 4 fu for the East pair, for the dealer. So that's already going to be 12 fu. And then on Sumo, that's another fu more, but I don't think it matters since it's going to be... So it starts at 20, Sumo is going to be 20 plus 14, rounds up to 40. So Chun, Sanchoku, Sumo, 40 fu is going to be Mangan, so 4,000 all. Yeah, it is Sanchoku. So on Ron is going to be 50 fu, which is going to be June. 8, 14 plus 10, 24. Rounds up to 50. Start to base 30. Wait. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, it does run up to 50, so. Sanchoku, June, 350, 425, 9,600. Again? Yeah. And then this is 8. 8, 2 for non-dealer. So non-dealer Tsumo. You do get 2 Sanshoku for the Tsumo unless it's Pinfu, but in this case it's not Pinfu, so it's Sanshoku Chun with 2 for the East, 8, 12, 40 Fu. So 340 is gonna be 1326. Wait, yeah, okay. 1326. No, wait, because this is Tsumo. Wait a second, I'm missing the Tsumo. Almost. So Chun, Tsumo, Sanshoku, 40 Fu. That's gonna be Mongun, so 2000, 4000. And then on Ron, it's missing the Tsumo, so it's gonna be 50 Fu. Wait, is it 50 Fu? No, because you don't get the... Okay, you don't get the 2 from the Tsumo, so it doesn't actually. So this is 8 plus 2 plus Ron is gonna be 20 Fu, so 40 still. So Sanshoku Chun, 340, which is gonna be 5,200 Ron. I'm actually just straight up not reading chat, by the way. So, oh god. So you can count this as a Tanki or a Pinfu. Wait, but if you count it as Pinfu, then you actually don't get Sanshoku, I think. We do get Ipeiko. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Okay, so we have... I mean, I think you just count the highest... Okay, let's see. Let's just see here. So you go... Dealer, Tsumo. So you have Tsumo. You have Sanshoku for 3. And then you have the Ipeiko, and then the Tanki is 2 plus 2. That's going to be 430, I believe. Tsumo, Sanshoku, Ipeiko, Tanki. Can you count this as Pinfu for more? Because you could have 6, 7, 8. I mean, if you count either Ipeiko or Pinfu, it's the same result, and I don't think you can have both. You have 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let me just make plans. So you have 6, 7, 8. Then you have another 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you're Tsumoing on the 9. So yeah, no, this still counts as a Nobetan. If you had it reversed, then you could count, yeah, and you Tsumoed on the 6, then you could, yeah, if you had 9 so, and you Tsumoed on the 6 instead, then you could count it as Pinfu, but you can't in this case. So it's Sanshoku, Tsumo, Ipeiko, Tanki Tsumo, so 2 plus 2, so 430 dealer. It's going to be 3,900 all, I believe. And then on Ron, it's going to be different because it's a Tanki Ron. So you have Sanshoku, Ipeiko, Ron, which is going to be 40 Fu. Yeah, because you should just, yeah, count the Ipeiko no matter what, I think, because that's just an extra Han. So it's just a Tanki here. So that's going to be 340, which is a Stealer 7,700 Ron. And then non-dealer Tsumo is going to be Sanshoku, Ipeiko, Tsumo, 430, 2,039. And then non-dealer Sanshoku, Ipeiko, Tanki Ron, 40 Fu, 340, 5,200? Wait, is that right? Yeah, I think so. If you don't get them all right, it's fine, because we just like have a lot of them to go through, so I should just go at it. Alright, so we have a called Haku double east, so that's 4 plus 4. Sumo unconscious is 2 plus 2, so 4, 4, 2, 2, that's going to be enough on the Tsumo. And then we have Haku and no Tsumo, so it's Hakunomi. Dealer 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 is 12. Sumo 140 to 20. So it's... Oh, this is hard. So much pressure? What's 40 for dealer? Just blanking so hard? I think this is 1 KO? I don't remember. Not gonna lie. Dealer 1 is gonna be 4 plus 2. Sorry, 4 plus 4 plus 2, but that's still not enough, so it's gonna be less for this time.
15 minutes remaining.
Oh my goodness, please no! So wait, 130 dealer, that's just gonna be 1500. Right? I think so. Anyways, 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, that's not enough to round up, so it's 130 non-dealer, it's going to be... Oh god. So wait, it's... Yeah, so it is right. It is like this. I was counting. 101,000. And then this is gonna be 480. 4 times base point, which is 480 times. Is this right? Yeah, it is, I think. I know, I might be doing something wrong, but it's okay, I just don't have time. So much pressure. Okay, so we have South Pawn and Tsumo, wait, just winning on East, and we have a pure straight Honitsu. So Honitsu 2. So it's gonna matter for non-dealers, so Tsumo on East is 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 is gonna be 12. We need to round up to 40, and then you have Honitsu Itsu open for 3 Han. Yeah, 3 Han 40 for the dealer, so it's 4 Han 30. which is 7,800 on Tumo. So it's 2,600 all. So dealer Ron is 330 because you don't get the 2 from the Ron, so it's 4 plus 4 plus 2, which is not enough to round up, so it's 330 Ron, which is 5,800. Huh? Alright, non-dealer Tsumo. So the south is Yaku here, so it's 4 plus 2 plus 2, 8. You have 22 E2, which is 430. So 430 non-dealer Tsumo is going to be almost Mangan, so it's 2,039. And then non-dealer Ron, it's... Wait. No, wait, they do get 2 from this. 4, 2, 2. I know, it's still just not enough. Tanki Tsumo, 4, 2, 2. 2, wait, 4? 2? 2, 2. Yeah, but it's still 10, so it's not just straight up not enough. And then non-dealer Ron is going to be...
10 minutes remaining.
430 Ron. It's going to be 7,700. Wait. Is that right? No, 7,000. Yeah, 7,700. I think. I need to go. I need to go. How much time remaining?
Was 10 minutes remaining.
Okay. I'm not about to do this bamboo one or this crazy fu one. What, this is like 32 and then winning on green with a pair of E's. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's not do that one. Okay, we have a Chanta hand, so we have an uncle of 9s. Oh God, I'm gonna write this one down. This is gonna be have 8 plus 8 from the Hatsu, and then you have winning on 1 so that's have 16. The calls you start at 20. And you have the East, which is plus 2. Plus 2 for Tsumo and plus 2 if you're dealer. So that's gonna be 16 base, plus 2 at least, so 18. Plus 2 if you Tsumo. That's 20. And then yeah, the dealer gets 2 fu more, so it's 22 fu on Tsumo, but it's open, so it's 50 fu. And then you have 1 Han from Hatsu, 1 from Chanta, so 2 fu at the very least. Yeah, so this is just 2 fu. Yeah, this is just Chanta Hatsu. So 2 Han, 50 from dealer is gonna be 325. 325 dealer is gonna be, it's usually 32, so it's 4,800, which is 1,600 all? Yeah. And on dealer Ron, well, you don't get the plus 2 from Tsumo, so it doesn't round up to 50, so it's gonna be 2 Han 40, which is 3 Han 20, usually 2,600, but you're dealer, so it's 3,900 from Ron. Okay, and on dealer Tsumo, so now you do get the Tsumo, but you don't get the plus 4, so you get 16 plus 2. Plus 2, so it's 20 fu. So it's 40. 2 Han 40, 3 Han 20 is gonna be it's normally 2,600, so 1320. Wait. 2,600 is usually... Oh god, no, this is like 2,700, isn't it? My brain is breaking. I'm pretty sure this is like 2,700, but I don't remember the split. Yeah, no, it's... it's like 700 off. I think this is like 700... It's 12? No wait, this is... God damn it. Yeah, this is like 600, 1,300, I think. And the non-dealer RON is gonna be 200... Just 230 RON is gonna be 2,000. So Uncle of East, which is double East for dealer, it's gonna be 200. This is so much food. 32. And this is the closed one, so this is... So 32 plus 2 from the Hatsu, plus 2 from the Wei, plus 2 from the Tsumu.
5 minutes remaining.
Okay. Oh my god, plus 4 from the Anko. That's gonna be 6. 40 plus 4. Oh god, I'm sorry guys, I just don't know the 70 food table. Wait, but at least the Tsumo is gonna be double East to Han. God, where'd I go? 2 Han from the East. Plus 1 from the Tsumo. Yeah, so this is 3 Han, 60, which is 30, which is 1,800, 2,600 all, I think. Running out of time. And the non-dealer dealer runs. This is gonna be the freaking 70 food table, isn't it? So it's 32 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. There's no Tsumo. 32 plus 40 plus 10. Yeah, there's gonna be a 70. Oh god. So it's not Tsumo. So 275 is the same as 230 plus 240. I think. 230 plus 240, the mini. These are just like this. 70 times 2. 270 times 16. Wait. 16. Yeah, 16. 10, so 700 plus 170, 420. So times 6 for dealer. It's gonna be 6,720. Rounded up is gonna be 6,800. I think. Hopefully. Non-dealer. It's gonna be east. So 260, 330, 4,000. So 1,000, 2,000. Come on, fast. And so if dealer with 2 Han pays that much, it's gonna be half as much. I'm just gonna go with... I'm running out of time, so let's just go with 3,400. I'm not sure. I think that might be right. Oh god. Tanyao. Pinfu Tsumo? Or you could, I guess you would have to calculate what's the highest winning here, because you can Tsumo with 2 Onkos, which is 4, 4 plus 2. Plus 4, because, oh my god, and then the Sananko, oh my god. So it's Sananko, Tanyao Tsumo, which is just dealer manga. Let's just go with dealer manga, and so 4,000 all. Fast? 4,000 all? But on Ron it's different. On Ron it's different. So then in that case you would count it as like Pinfu Ipeiko Tanyao. Pinfu Ipeiko Tanyao. Should be
1 minute remaining.
On so Pinfu Ipeiko Tanyao Ron. It's gonna be 340 dealer 7,700. Then 340 is 5,200 Ron. And then Tsumo Sananko, and this is definitely 40 Fu, so it's 2,000, 4,000. And this is just too much, man. Like, why? This is just like Sananko. I'm just gonna put in like 4,000 all. I don't care. Yeah, because this is just Tsumo Sananko Hatsu, so it's manga. And so this is. I'm just gonna put the manga value here too, so 12K.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please put down your pen and paper.
Okay, I almost got everything, guys. I don't know how accurate all is, but I mean, we did it. Can I take a short break to talk with chat?
Okay.
Oh my god.
And we'll do all the grading at the end.
Yeah, because it's like 32 fu, and then like dealer gets +4, and then you have to factor in the green too. This is too much, man. Why? Okay, let me drink some water.
Hydrating is very important.
I remember that the one thing that Dasuke, Dani Pro, told me before is that she said, "I'm really sorry for the last question, by the way." So
if it makes you feel any better, this is the easiest one on the test.
that does not make me feel better at all. That does not make me feel better at all.
Go, Airi.
Okay, I need some more carbs in me. I'm going to eat a macaroon. You probably can't do that during the test, but please cut me some slack here. Yeah, no. Question 10 just has way too much, so I just figure like, you know what? Let's just say it's manga. All right. And from what I remember from the other tests, I'm pretty sure page 2 is going to be the freaking Chinitsu weights, so that's gonna be fun. I hope you guys practice your bamboo forest, everyone. All right.
You mentally prepared?
No? No? But, I mean, I gotta do it anyways, right?
I believe.
By the way, is the music playing for you guys? The little BGM? Is it playing on stream? Alright. Wish me luck, everybody. I'm ready.
Alright, you may begin in 3, 2, 1, start.
Alright. Let's go, Chinitsu. Oh, wait, I guess it's Honitsu. So... a lot of time, 30 minutes. Do not include tiles in your answer that you have all 4 of. So if I have 4 of the tiles, I don't include it in the answer, because it doesn't count, I guess. Please answer all the tiles that the hand is waiting on section 2. The following will flush 1 away. For each of these drawn tiles below, assume you discard the east wind. I see, basically, if... yeah, well, your weight will be once you draw this tile and you discard the east. Okay, let's begin. I'm just gonna use pen and paper for this one because it's just easier that way. So if can we win on the 1? So the 1 would be, you have 1-1 as a Namco, and then you have 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 east y white. So you have a pair. You have 1 2. Have a 1 triplet, and then you have... well, that just tells me that if we count what the 1 sows as a triplet, then we're waiting on 1 4 7, so that already knocks like 3 of them out of the way. So 1 4 and 7 we're definitely waiting on. So we can't get a pair, but we can win on the white dragon. So the white, the Haku, because then we use the 1s as a pair, and then with the white scissors as our pair, that makes it actually easier because I don't think there's any other way to win this. It's the 1 4 7 white. Yeah, nothing else here makes sense, so just go with that. Now this is a bit trickier, so let's see. So 1 1 1, that's a triplet, and then you have 2 3 4 5 5 6 6 7 7 8. So already I can see that if we count the 1s as a triplet and the 2 3 4 as done, then we have a pair of 5s and 6 6 7 7 8. So the 5 and the 8 are going to be answers here. And then does the 9 also work? 7 8 9. Yes, the 9 does work. And then we already determined that the 5 works, and I think anything else makes sense here. So if you have 5 6 6 7 7 8, and we have 2 3 4 5, that means that the 2 also works if we have the 1 sows as a triplet, so the 2 also works. And if we have the 1 sows as a pair, we have 1 2 3 4 5. It also means 6 and 3 also works. So 3, there's already here 6. So I think this is 2 3 5 8 9 6. So I don't think the 4 works at all, because then we have a 7 8 left over. I don't think the 7 works, because that doesn't really make sense, does it? Well, the biggest question is, does the 1 also work? So we have... so if we have the 1 sows as a triplet, and the 1 sow as a 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 6 7. We still have a 7 8 left over, so it doesn't work. Okay, next one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 6 6 7 8 8 8. So let's, yeah, so the 1 sow, let's just go one by one. So the 1 sow is a pair. 1 sow is a pair. 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh wait, we have 6 6 6 6. That's 4 6s. This is a bit more complicated than I thought. So 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 6 6 7 8 8 8. So the 8s as a triplet. only have 1 7. What if we use the 8s? Well, our pair is gonna be the... Yeah, so the 1 does actually work. Because then the 6s are a triplet, and we have 5, 6, 7, and then 8s is a triplet. So that works. So what about 2? So we have... That doesn't really make sense. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Triplets of 6. The 6, 7, 8, 8, 8. So the 3 does work as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 4. So the 4 also works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 6 is a triplet and the 8 is a triplet. So yeah, the 4 works. 1, 2, 3. So does the 5 work? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8. So yeah, let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 2 6s left over. And then the 8 is a triplet, so the 5 works. The 6 we already have 4 of, so we don't need to count it. 7... This one's gonna be a bit tricky because you can count in different ways. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, we don't have to think about this. 4, 5, 6. The only way we can count it. We have essentially 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8. Which does work because they're 2 triplets, so the 7 works also. And then what about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. Which is a triplet of 6. Or wait, no, this is 6, 7, 8 with 8 as a triplet and 6 as a pair. So yeah, this 8 also works. And then does the 9 work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a triplet. 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. So the 9 also works. So cool. I got them all. Now 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. So I can already see right off the bat that the 7 works. And then well, let's start from the other side. So let's see. 9, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7. 79, 5, 6, 7, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, and 2 is a pair, so the 9 also works. 7, have 9, and then the 8, let's see. 8 doesn't seem like it's gonna work, but 8, 7, 7. I mean, if you draw the 8, you have full flush cheat toy. I mean, you don't pick Tanyao, but the 8 doesn't work, so the 8 is not an answer. Well, let's go from the 1. So 1, 2, 3. And we have 2, 2, 3. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Which, I guess, it won't work because at the end of the day we still have the 7, 8 shape left over, and so if we don't fill that, it doesn't exactly work. So I guess the 6 would also work here. Because then it's just, I mean, yeah, it's just 7, 8, 9, which just means the 6 also works. Six, 7, 9. Would the 3 work? A good question. Let's see. But yeah, I don't think it can be any other than these because at the end we still just have a 7, 8. So you work with the 7 because then you have a pair, and it works with the 6, 9 because you fill that shape, but I don't think anything else works. I'm just gonna stick with that. We have, God, there's 2 1-cons here. So we have 4 3s and 4 4s. No, you have a 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's start with the ends first, I guess. To me, it's the simplest. So we have 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, triplet of 4. Or I guess can look at it as a pair of 4s and 2, 3, 4 with the triplet of 3. So the 9 works. Which means that the 6 also works. So 6, 9. That's good. So we cannot wait on 3 and 4, so those are gone already. So does the 5 work? So we'd have 2, 3, 4. And then you have 3, 3, 4, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess you have 2 triplets. You have triplet of 3, triplet of 4, and then you have a... Yeah, so the 5, 8 also works because in that case you have a 2, 3, 4, triplet of 3, triplet of 4, and then a 5, 8. So the 5, 8s are going to be weights. And then does the 2 so work? The 7 is not going to work because it's going to be a shape left over. So the 2 is a... 2 is going to be a pair of 2s. Or you could look at it as 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 5. Do this properly. 2, 2. We have the 6, 7, 8. And 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Yeah, so this does work because then the triplets of 3s and 4s are triplets, and then you have a pair of 2s and a 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the 2 also works. And then 1, 2, 3. Triplet of 3. Or 4. I don't think the 1 so works. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3. Oh no, the 1 so does work. Okay. 1 so works. And then the 3, 4 are, you don't count them. Then 7 doesn't work. Okay, so we got them all, I think. Keyword, I think. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7. So let's go them through them one by one. So we have 1, 1. Let's see. The pair, does it work? 2, 3, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. So I don't think the 1 so as a pair works. I don't think the 1 is the answer. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I think it's easier to start from the other end because you have a 6, 7. That 6, 7 is going to be... So if we have an 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. Still 4 left over. I don't think the 8 actually works. so the 1 doesn't work, the 2 doesn't work, the 8 doesn't work, does the 7 work? Had the 7 as a pair, 6 as a triplets, then we had 5, 5.
15 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to think about this is this 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5, 6, 6, 7. So the 4s and 6s definitely work. 15 minutes, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't think the 5 works either, so I'm just going to assume it's only these two. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah, the 3 doesn't work. I'm going to assume it's just only 4 and 6, because I need the time to spend on this question. Okay, so drop east, then we have... what is the question again? For each of these drawn tiles, assume you discard east. And throw the tiles the visiting hand is waiting on to win. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so if you draw the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh my god, it's basically the same thing. I mean, I guess you just have to figure out the shape and then you can just tell if it helps or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So the 6, 9 work. That means the 1 is gonna be here and here. And then if you get the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess... Would the 3 work in this case? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. I don't think the 3 works. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the 5. Wait, the 4 works. One, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. 6, 7 doesn't work. And the 6, 9 works. I don't think the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. 5, 6, 7. The 8 still works. So it's 4, 6, 9, 8, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. If you draw the 7, you have 5, 5, 5, 6, wait. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Then we have 5, 5, 6, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that means we have a 6, 3 way? Is that right? No, wait, I'm just thinking. No, yeah, the 7 wouldn't work. Okay. I don't think the 1 or 2 would work in this case. Alright, so now if we draw the 2, you'd have 2, 2. So yeah, the 2 is gonna be a pair, so you have 2, 2. Cut. 3, 4, 4. 5, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5 at the very least. And then you don't have enough 5s.
10 minutes remaining.
3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the an extra 6. So you already have a pair. Six, 7, 8. 6, 6 is a pair. But that wouldn't work because we already have the 2 as a pair. So wait, would another 2 work? 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is just too much. My brain's just completely fried. How much time do I have left?
8 minutes, 40 seconds.
Oh my god. You guys have no idea how hard it is to do all this stuff. At this point, my brain is just fried from all the thinking. God, this is so hard to think about. Okay. Two, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. I have 6, 7, 8. Okay, then Sansa works. And so if we draw the Sansa, that means that the 2 also works. And if we draw the 6, that means the 1 also. So the 1's going to show up in the this, and this, and also here. I don't have to think about it. I guess don't worry to figure out about this. You can just think about it backwards. So with the 2, the 3 works. Because then you have 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. So that's one of them. We have the 2 as a pair. But the 2 as a pair doesn't work with anything. Which I think Sansa's the only out here? I guess I should look at what if you draw Tuso. So Tuso, does Tuso work for itself? 2, 2, 2, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, the 6, 7, 8 just has to be cut first. And then you have 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4. Oh, I see. So the 4-mon would work because then you have a Kanchan. So the 4 works. And if you draw the 4, that means the 3 also works. Yeah, so I think those are the only answer. Let's see if the 9 works. Well, yeah, we should see if the 9 works. So 7, 8, 9, triple 6s, triple 5s, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. You can also look at it as 7, 8, 9. And then 4, 5. The pair. Yeah, the 9 just does not work. So I think this is 2 and 4? Oh wait, the 3 also should work, right? 223344 555. Yeah, sorry. Wait.
5 minutes remaining.
This is if I draw the 2. I've been writing it in the wrong answers, I think. Oh my god, now I confuse myself with what I did. Oh no. I need the answers for the 2, which means that the 23344 555 666 So that means the 3. Yeah, the 3 works. And then the 4 also works. You have 3444 555 666 So yeah, the 4 works. You have a kanchan. So in the 4, the 2 shows up. Okay, now what if you draw the 5? It's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. So then you have 6, 7, 8. Which is always gonna be 6, 7, 8. So you have 6s as a pair. Okay, so the 1, 4 works. Yeah, so the 4 is gonna work here, and the 1. So that means here the 5 works also. 1, 4. Does the 7 work? This is like 1, 4, 7. Then you'd have 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. That'll work. 6, 7, 8. Then you have 5, 6, 7. Four, 5, 6. And then you have a 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means the 2 also works. Which means that the 5 also works in the 2. Oh wait, actually you have a 5, 5, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Wait, no, that just means that the 7 works. I'm being silly here. Yeah, because you can count the 7 this way. So draw the 7, it would work.
2 minutes remaining.
Four, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Wait, no. 7, 8, 9, 6, 6, 6. 5, 5, 5. 4, 5, or 5, 5, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So much thinking. 7, 8, 9, 6, 6, 6. 5, 5, 5. I just can't think anymore. It's so much thinking. So it means 5.
1 minute remaining.
Oh god, I have no idea. My brain is so fried. It's so much thinking. They make a bamboo too, which is the worst suit for this. I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm actually not even reading chat, so if you guys want to talk about it, it's fine. I can't think anymore. I'm done with this. Screw this. Done.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Test over. Well, this page at least.
Jesus Christ!
Let's get it.
And you said that the last question is even worse?
Good luck.
No!
No, well, not well, kinda. So the last question is specifically worse for people like you and me. You'll see.
I need a second. Who grades it? There's an answer key at the end. Yeah, Dani will help me grade. Give me 1 second. I have no idea how hard this is. I don't know if you guys are trying to do this together with me, but goddamn. I'm not trying to go pro. At least not right now. You're so right, Giant Robosoft. Maybe I should just look at the answers. That'll be so much easier. That way I don't have to think so hard.
True.
Do I have to handwrite some kanji? Oh my god.
What? Hey,
wait, guys,
who's...
no spoilers!
Panda,
Come on,
how
guys.
dare you? You ready, Airi?
No, give me a second. I'm eating a soup waffle because I need carbs.
Stroop waffle.
Honestly, guys, if you want to talk while I'm doing the test, just go for it. I'm not looking at the chat, trust me. Oh, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. Let's go. And Silent Eagle also for resubbing. Damn, this is so hard. Alright. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We shall begin the test in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
Okay. Okay, this is probably some, like, how much do you need to win in order to pass? Question on 4. For the following situations at the given time, please answer the lowest possible winning score in order to secure first place. Note, for all questions, you to south 4 and you are the north seat. East score, south score, west score, your score, value of Richie sticks on the board, number of Homba. Okay, so the first one, there isn't any Homba. And then, it's just that, so in this case, me is 21,300, correct? And it's telling me, asking me, for this one given time, please answer the lowest possible winning score in order to secure first place, okay? And then, north? It doesn't really matter. So, sumo. Okay, so this is, I need to calculate the difference. So the difference is gonna be 17,600. Which means there's basically an 18,000 point difference. So that means that Hanuman Sumo would be 12,000, 6,000, which is enough. Yeah. So Sumo 12,000. It would put me at 33,300 and the dealer would go to 32,900. And oh, wait a second. Wait a second, there's another guy 36k, so my difference to that guy is that's to the dealer. The second is gonna be 15,700. Is that enough? So Hanuman Sumo is still 4,000 difference, so it's gonna be, yeah, 18,000 point difference against the dealer, and then 16,000 against non-dealer. So it is enough. Yeah. So 12,000 Sumo. And then, what is this? Direct run on East. So for direct run on East, I need more. So I need a Baimon Ron. So it needs to be 16,000. Wait. Yeah, because I need to pass dealer. And I need to, yeah, it's saying if I direct hit East, 8,000 would be enough to pass him, but it would not be enough to pass South. So to pass South completely, I would need at least 16,000, which would be a Baimon. And then on running South, I would still need to pass dealer, so it would actually be even more than 16,000 because the difference is 17,600, so I would need some Baimon, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah. 24,000 at the very least. Because I need enough to clear both of it. And since 16,000 is not enough to clear the other one, as that's the minimum I can win, then I would need to... Yeah, I would need to get way more. So yeah, it needs to be 24,000. Okay, next question. There's 1,000 stick and there's 2 Homba, is that correct? Yeah. So it's... I'm at 24.5. Okay, to dealer. We have a difference of 9,000. 9,100. Okay, so the question is, it's the minimum, so we need to know the split too. So 5,200 Sumo is 2,600 from dealer, plus the plus 6. Oh yeah, there's plus 1,600 on this. So this is plus 1,600. I got plus 1,000 no matter what. So the difference is actually halved by 1,000, I mean, lower by 1,000, so this is only 8,100.
Oh, small tip, because I don't think it explains it anywhere, but the sumo is should be in like the format that you did in the first time, so with like the comma between like the two that you're actually calling.
Okay, I mean, this is... It's gonna write for KK. So I don't want to waste more time. So we got 1,600 extra, and 200 of that comes from the dealer, so it makes a difference 200 less, so it's 7,900. 7,900 is actually... It's 9,100 plus 1,600 minus 2,000 from dealer, so that means I need 5,200, 6,200, 6,800 plus dealer pays 2,600, so that's a 7,800 swing. Would it put me on first on the other? Okay, so if I won 5,200 would be 6,000. Yeah, I guess I should figure out, yeah, the easiest way to do this is just figure out the distance between everyone first. So to north, then to south. is 5,300. To West. It is 6,600. So my hand needs to be at the very least. Yeah, so the other ones are not gonna be a problem if I win 5,200. So 5,200 is 5,200 plus 7,800. Sorry, I don't even know if I'm making sense right now. 5,200 plus 2,600 difference is 7,800 difference. Plus 1,000. 8,800 plus 600. 800 plus 1,000, 8,800 plus 600 is 9,400. That is enough. I just don't know if there's a smaller hand that could do it. 4,000, 2,000 would do it. So 4,000, 2,000, 6,000 plus 1,000, 7,000 plus 600, 7,600 minus 200. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. So yeah, I think it's I think it's 13, 26. And then dealer Ron, so the very least we need a hand that's worth 5,000 to pass the others. Yeah, so we need at least 5,000 to pass the others. So 340, 5,200 would be enough for sure. Because then it would be... Yeah, we need to get first direct hit off of dealers, not past dealer. So 5,200 Ron, which is 340, 420. 1,200 Ron at 1,000 plus 600. Gonna be 6,800, which is enough to pass both of them. 5,200 Ron. I guess the difference between me and West is 6,600. So a 5,000 point would be enough, but I don't really... I mean, I guess like if you're thinking of like 70 for weird stuff, but I'm just gonna answer this because this is what I know. And run off of South. I need to pass the dealer. So I need a run that is at least 9,100. 8,100. Plus 600. So I guess a hand that is at least 7,500. Which I think just has to be 430. 7,700. Yeah, 7,700. All right, next one. We are at 27,300. Dealers at 30k for 400, so that's 2,000. I know. 3,100 difference. And there's 2k left over. So that's basically a... pretty much anything here does it, I think. But I also need to pass the other people, so let's calculate that first. South has 28k, so that's 700 more. So yeah, anything here works. The main person is West, who is 5,000 ahead of us. So we can basically flatten that, and yeah, South is, I don't really need to worry about. Dealer goes to at least Yeah, at least 1,100 point difference. West goes to 3K. So yeah, if I win, at the very least 2,000, it's already enough. It's like a 230 sumo should be enough. Because then you also have 900 extra, but I guess it's asking you the minimum, so I think like 225 would be 1,600 plus 900. So would like a 150 work, I guess. $400, $400, $800. So he pays 400. I gain. So he pays 400 plus the Homba, so 700, and I gain 900 extra. So 1,600. 800 extra, 2,400. Plus he pays plus he pays 700. Yeah, that would be enough. So I think 1,600 is 400, 800. I think that's enough. I think that's a minimum. Hopefully. So runoff of East, I need at least 3,000. So it needs to be, well, 900. I have 900 extra. So 2,100. Do it. I'm sure there's something smaller than 2,600 is the issue. So this is easy if I go for, say, like 240, but I imagine there's something smaller because I'm clearing that by quite a bit.
15 minutes remaining.
I'm just gonna say 2,600. I don't know. Yeah, if I knew the values for 170, that would be, I guess this would be easier. And then self-run. Yeah, it's the same issue. Like, clearing the other ones is not hard at all. But I need to get first. It's a 5,000 point difference. We're not running west. So I'm just gonna put in 2,600 because we have more questions that we need to answer anyways. And I can't spend too much time more on this. Alright. I'm at 2,700. I'm pretty sure there's no double Yakuman in JPML, correct?
There is multiple Yakuman, but no double Yakuman.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Because we need to get first, and the difference is like... There is 3,000 point and 4 Homba, so it's like 4,200 extra, but like I think that shouldn't really matter, because what? The difference is how much? It's like 69,800? Is it gonna be a case where like this actually matters? Wait a second. So 64,000 if we sumo. Oh, that's actually way more than enough already, because if we... Yeah, because single Yakuman is not enough, I think, sumo. Because 32,000, 16,000, 4,800, it's like... Sorry, 48,000, that's not enough. So 64,000 is definitely enough, I can tell you that much. So... It's 16, 16, Yeah, 16k. $16,000. 32,000. Do I need to give it? Do I need to give the Honba values as well? I'm just going to assume I don't have to. I could if I knew beforehand, but it didn't tell me anywhere that I needed to say the Honba's included. So. And then East Ron, so the difference is 69,800, so 32. It's a 64k swing with 3,000 extra. That's 3 less, so 66,800. Oh my god, are you for real? The Honba matters. So it's 1,200. Yeah. So 66,800. 32, 64,000 plus 1,200. So 33,200 point difference. It's still not enough, so it needs to be 64k. Single Yakuman is not enough. And then, okay, wait. You said that there's double Yakuman, but do you actually get like double Yakuman value?
Multiple Yakuman.
Okay, there's multiple Yakuman, but do you get multiple Yakuman? Okay, so you do get 64k. Okay, it's very important. And then if you run south, yeah, it's just still 6. Wait, if I run south, is it enough? Don't think so, right? Because 64,000, 67,000, 68,200 is actually just not enough, so I don't know. I guess you need triple Yakuman. So 128,000? Question mark? Good luck. But you can do it. I believe in you. Alright, now we have more of these, so for the following hands, answer the correct number of Shanten, minimum number of tiles of Tenpai. For section 2, so let's do that one. So 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. I think this is 2 Shanten. Right? I don't think Formon. Oh wait. Yeah, this is still 2 Shanten because you're not 1 away from 7 pairs. Then you just have 2 melts. I don't think there's any way you can draw 1 tile and just fix that then. Yeah, this one is Shanten because you have 7 pairs. So 1, 3, 5, 8, 9. So 1 there, drop 5. 1 there, drop 2. And 1 there, drop 5. So this is 3 Shanten. At the very least. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, this one is just wait 7. Yeah, no, this is just. And this is at the very least 4 Shanten. Right? Oh wait, no, because you don't have a proto-melt, so it's actually 5 Shanten. And yeah, if you draw 5 of these, you have 7, 12. You still need the 13th. So yeah, this is not Koshi. Alright, and then the last one. For each of the following mahjong words, please write their kanji. Oh, god damn it. This is Menzen. And then you have Ryanman. Have Tsumo? There's a kanji for Tsumo? Ipeko. Oh, there's no way. Well, do I have to write out the kanji to describe the meaning of the word? I mean, I can tell you the meaning. In English. Is that good enough?
Normally in the test you're supposed to write the meaning in Japanese too, but
I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, I can just tell you right now. Menzen is closed hand. The Yanmen is a two-sided. I mean, you can't really expect me to know this. Sumo is, well, actually, this is the Sumo itself is just the tile you draw. I guess no, that would be yeah. Sumo is just the draw itself, I think. Not the tile you draw. The tile you draw would be the Sumo high. That'd be draw. And then Ipeko is a pure, I mean, let's just say one of same sequence. Oh, I guess technically it's one of the same set? Pickle? Whatever, I'm just gonna put it like this. And then we have Rin Shan Kaiho. Yaku. My handwriting with the mouse is terrible, I'm sorry guys. When with con draw Sumo. I'm sure it's fine if I write it here, right guys? Okay, oh my god, so wait, this is what, I know this is the first kanji, and then you have the flower kanji? Kaiho? You're not getting this out of me. I know this
5 minutes.
This has the one kanji? It's Sumo, does it have a kanji? Are you for real? There's a kanji for Sumo? You're lying to me, right? If only I knew this was gonna be on the test! I would have studied my mahjong kanji? I don't want. I'm done. Basket. They're just not saving me. There's no way I'm gonna get these. There's no way.
If you have time, may I suggest going over your what's it called? Answers on this page.
This one?
Yeah, you can double check stuff with time. Time is very useful.
Can I go back in the other pages?
No, just this page. The other pages are done.
Okay. Yeah, this is 2 because you can draw the 4-mon and you can draw the 3-so, drop 4-so 2-pin. And I can't really see any other way you'd get there. Because even for 7 pairs, you'd still need two draws. This one... Yeah, this is just 7 pairs. You're not tenpai, so it's 1 shinten. At the very least. And then... 1, 2, 3... tenpai. For this, and I don't think you can do it any quicker because you don't have 7 pairs. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, It is actually more, isn't it? One, two, three, four. Oh yeah, no, this is actually 6, Shantan. I don't know why it's doing this. Like I can't really move it around. 6. Because you need a pair. You need 1, 2, 3, 4. Pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it's actually 6. I'm sure it's fine if I just cribble over. And then you didn't tell me to say the hand values with the home included, so like, I don't know, in this case, 1528. So I'm assuming I don't have to? Is that correct, Asuka?
Hmm? What was the question?
I don't have to write like I also can't erase this, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. This is just 4,000, 8,000 though. I'm sure it's fine if it's like this. Oh wait, no, this is wrong, isn't it? This is more. This is 3,000. 6,000. Which is the Hanuman that I was talking about. You're so right. Yeah, for some reason it's not letting me like scribble over, and I don't have an eraser, so
1 minute remaining. I mean, even if I find a mistake here, I'm not going to be able to correct it in time, I think. Okay, yeah, so final answers. Yeah, for some reason it's just like not letting me draw on top of this anymore. Time up.
Okay. That's it.
Good job, good job.
Ah, this is so hard, I wanna cry.
Good job, good job.
Thank you. Thank you. It's over, guys. It's over. So what now? What now, Dasuke?
Let's see. Finishing up the grading real quick.
Oh, you've actually already graded it?
Yeah, while you're going.
I see. Can we look at the first page, I guess?
Okay, we'll go over each things.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, question 1.
Alright. And
so tired.
okay.
I'm so mentally exhausted.
You did good.
Did I?
Yeah. Alright, let's see. So starting off page 1, question 1, you got everything correct.
Let's go! Let's go!
On number 2, you got everything correct.
Let's go! I'm so happy.
On number 3, you'll never get this. You got, everything correct.
Let's go!
On number 4, you also got everything correct.
Let's go!
It kind of went downhill from there. On number 5, so you missed the first one. Or actually, wait. Yeah, you missed the first one. You got the second one, and then you missed the last two.
So wait, I got the first one, second one wrong, and then...
If you want, we can go over them. Let's see, individually. Alright, so on this one, we got... What do we got?
Let
so
me
we got
try
the...
again. So it's... You got 4 fu, and then you got 4 fu, and then you got 4 fu, so it's 12 fu. So it's gonna be 32 fu at the very least, so it's 140, which is 220 dealer tsumo. Is this, 1300 all?
This one is not 13. Well, because it's 140, right? So if you have like 130, so let's just say, I don't know, like an open tiny owl for the dealer in the
Oh wait,
Tsumo.
no,
How much
yeah.
is that?
Oh yeah, this is... Wait, okay, just explain it.
So for a 130, it's 500 all. And so if you go up one more, it's 700 all.
Oh, okay.
So number 5, first one is 700 all.
Okay.
For the second one, the Ron, that's correct. And how about the Cold Tsumo? Non-dealer Tsumo.
500, 1000 is 130 fu? 140 fu, yeah, it's less than that. It's like 300, 700?
300, 500.
300, 500, okay. Yeah, it's 1100 total, not 1500. I'm thinking of something else.
Yep. And same thing, so for the Ron?
Yeah, because that would be 2000 total, which would be 230 tsumo. Right?
Well, it's a Ron, right?
Oh, sorry, no, the tsumo. Sorry,
oh, Tsumos, yeah, are 300, 500.
300, 500. Okay.
Yep. So 130 is 300, 500 for a non-dealer.
Okay. And then non-dealer Ron is 130. Yeah, that's wrong.
Yep, that's 230, so
Yeah.
1,000 less.
1,000 less. Okay.
Which is 1,000.
I started panicking so hard on this question.
Yeah, I guess you probably noticed, but the hardest part about like protest is not necessarily the questions themselves, but the time limit that you have also attached to them.
Yeah, there's a time limit and there's also just so much. You have
Yes.
to make sure you're correct.
And especially, like, the time limit's especially big, because, like, kind of, like, if you noticed on, like, the last page, you're able to, if you do have enough time, like, if you go through everything really quick, you're able to step back to, like, double-check your answers, which is really big, because there's a lot of things that you can just be like, oh, obviously it's this, what was I doing?
Yeah.
But if you don't have the time to go back and check that, then you never get to see it. Whee! Test-taking trips. Test-taking tricks.
Oh, I'll make sure to keep that in mind when I go for the JPML test.
Let's go! Alright, on number 6, you got everything correct!
Let's go! That's what I like to hear. I know I'm not gonna be hearing much more of that afterwards, but let's
hey,
enjoy
there's
while it
some,
lasts.
Alright, number 7, you got the first one correct. You got the second one correct. The third one, unfortunately, was not correct.
So, can we go over this?
After you. You can probably see this one if you look at it.
No, my brain is exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm not.
So you got the Han and the Fu correct. I think you just wrote down the thing incorrectly. So this is we got the Chanta, so it's an open one. We're non-dealer. We got the Hatsu, and then we have enough Fu that it goes over.
Right, so it's 12.
And so
it's
yep.
240, which is 320, which is. My brain so fried.
Yeah. So the big thing here is 713 instead of 613.
Oh my god. Okay. 713. Okay, understandable. Yes. Yeah, I remember that it was 2,700 total, but then I wrote 600, 1300 instead of 700, 1300. So close.
Similarly, on the next question, this is a Chanta with a Hatsu, so it's 2, and then you still have the 40 even without the Sumo, because you have the 8 Fu from, like, the Hatsu, you have 8 Fu from the 9, And you have like a couple food from the east as well, and so that goes over to 240. And a 240 RON is
2,600.
yes.
Yeah, I for some reason my brain just completely forgot we have a 9 uncle. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought we had the 1 uncle, and so because of sumo it wasn't enough. We thought that sumo wasn't enough, and so I got baited by that. We actually have more than enough.
Yeah, when you look at this stuff afterwards, like, oh, of course, but when you're actually in it, you're like, okay, calculate, okay, calculate, okay, and then by the time you get to like, the last part of the question, it's like, oh.
It's because a lot of these, if you don't have the RON, you actually don't get the bump up for the food, and I thought this was another case of this, and I just wanted to just like go faster, and so I just assumed it was 30, but it's actually 40.
Yep. Yeah, time gets, especially on the last question, you're just like, oh my god, I just gotta write down something.
Yeah.
Alright, and then on question 8, so you missed the first one here, so this one's a little bit tricky. So starting off, what the the food that we have, or what's the yaku that we have? So we have double east, and that's it. So for the sumo, we got double east and sumo. If we're counting the food, then that is like 32 from the con that we have right there. We have another 4 from the Tuso, so 36. We have another 2 from the Hatsu, so 38. We got a bad weight, so that's up to 40. And then when we get the Sumo, it's +2, so it goes up to 42. Whee! Which essentially goes over, what's it, like 80 or so? Which means that you have, am I getting that right? Or 70?
20 plus 80. 42 means we have 70 total, right?
42, well, 42 goes up to 50, and then plus the 20, yeah. So for the Sumo, it's 70. So 370, which is up to a Mongon. And so this one is...
it's... Yeah, 370 is 435, which is just enough for Mongon, so it's a bit more than that.
4,000 all. Let's see, on the second question, you got that right.
It is actually 6,800?
It's actually 6,800.
Yeah, I actually did this. I actually calculated
you knew a 90 foo. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I went 70 times 2 plus 2 plus 2, which was 70 times 16, which is 700 plus 420, which is 1,120 base points times 6 is 6,720, which is 6,800.
Let's go! Super nice. For that one, I usually just do the one before it is 58. And so then for this one, it's just like, oh yeah, add 1,000, 68.
See? I don't follow the logic. My brain's fried, but I'll believe you.
Memorize the table. Alright, let's see. So you got that one right. On the next one, I got this a little wrong. So you're trying to write 1,000, 2,000, but even that would have been wrong. For at 1 0. Oh,
I understand.
So this one for non-dealer, it's the same as dealer Tsumo because there's no extra Han from that. Which means it is, except, and then it's 1 Han less because you're not the east. So it's a 270.
Which is a 335. So wait, what's the trick again? Where it's like you add the 230 plus the 240 to find out what 245 is? I forget.
I think you can do base addition. Let's see. So if you did do base addition right there, so let's say you did the one for 30 and 40. So a 230 Sumo is like what, 500, 1,000? And a 240 Tsumo is a 713. So if you add those two together, then you get a 1,200 and a 23, which is in fact the answer.
I see.
Woohoo! So yeah, you can do basic addition if you're like, oh, I don't know what 70 is. I mean, so wait, it's like, okay.
You do 230 and
240.
Which is the same as 270?
Yep. So you need to add up the individual Tsumo values, right? So for a 230, it's 500 and 1,000.
And then it's 700, 1,300.
Yep. And so you just add those on each side. So 500 plus 700. Yep. And then 1000 plus 13.
So 23. I see.
Yeah.
So 1200 and 2300. I see it.
And for the final one also, that one was also over. And so, let's see, that was 2. How much is the food right here? So for the run,
this is wrong because
this is the 2. Yeah, it's the 90, right?
Yeah, this is times 4. I was like low on time, so I just halved it.
Yeah.
But that's just not how it works.
Yep, 190.
Yeah, so it's 1120 times 4, which would have been 4,480. So it's 4,500.
Nah. Like,
no?
This is number 8, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
is this
quite.
80 food?
This is 70.
My brain is
you
just
have
too fried to
like,
think.
yeah, because you have 4, 4, 4, 2, that, and then. Oh wait, is it 80? No, wait. Alright, let's add this up. So we got the 32, we got the 4, so 36, 38. We got another 2, so it's 40 flat.
Oh,
So
plus
then it goes up to men's and Ron, so it's up to 10, so 50, and then plus the 20 base food, so it's 70. So this is a 170.
170 is 2. So the 170 is the same as 135. 130 plus 140. Is that right?
Yep.
See?
Which is...
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, in that case, it's like a...
So
no, that's fine. So it's like a Ron, so we have 130, which is 1,000. 140, which is 1,300. So add those together, and we have 2,300. Which is the answer.
Oh, right. Because it's because we have one less Han. But this would be 70 times 8. I see. Understand?
All the difficult ones. Alright, going on to question 9. You got the first one correct.
I just did this one so quickly.
Yeah, or the last 2 was really nice because you're like, oh, I have no time. Okay, just guesstimate. And you got like some pretty solid guesses. Like you got half of them like in total. So good guesses. Like way to use like your like remaining time to just like get those like last few points. So let's see. So for the first one, let's look at the hand. So we can either have if you Tsumo, it can be a Tanyao Sanonko. If you Ron, it can be a Pinfui Peiko Tanyao. So here you got like, so dealer Tsumo Tanyao Sanonko, and then enough food to go over, so that's $4,000. You got that right. For the Ron, so you can't count it as the Sanonko, so instead you would count it as the Pinfu Tanyao Ipeiko.
Which is...
with his 5,800, yeah?
Yeah. For some reason I thought this would be 40 food, which it was not.
Yeah, you were just like going really
40.
fast.
This is 130.
It happens. When I was first doing these tests, like, because I like went and did like all of like the past tests before I took the pro test, and it was just like really like slow and like painful. Like if you're ever like practicing for like a test like this, like as long as you practice like before the actual test, you'll get better. Consequently, or I know Airi knows this, but the other people don't. This is like the actual specific test that I took the year that I got into JPML.
That's right.
So let's see. So for Sumo, 2,000, and that should be correct. Yep, that one's correct as well.
I mean, it's
and then for the
Tanya, so it has to be manga.
Yep, and then for the last one, it's just the same mistake as the dealer run, which is this is Pinfu Tanya Ipeiko, so that is
340. That's gonna be 3,000. Wait,
40.
Sorry, 330. It's 3,900.
Yep.
Same mistake again.
And then on the 10th one, You're going really fast right there. But you had the right idea of like, okay, this is a lot of stuff.
I mean,
yeah,
this is like over 70. This is like an insane
oh,
amount of
absolutely. Yeah. So for the first, let's just count this up real quick. So you got from the west, and
32.
from the Wonso, those are 32
64.
each, so 64. If you are the dealer, you also have the double wins, which is an
68.
additional 4, so 68. You have like the special, and then you, depending on your win, you'll either get like with sumo, it goes over with like an extra 10. So it's like 78, which is up to 80, which is up to 100. Or if you get a Ron with that, it'll just go up to 4, which would be 72. If it's men's and Ron, it'll be 82, which would be 90, which will be 110. Yeah. And
Is this the 110 Fu Ron?
yeah. So for Sumo it was easy because it was just the 4,000 all. For the Ron, it was the 110. So if you're trying to count that,
sure.
Yeah, if you're trying to count that, let's say, what is that? So let's do, I don't know.
I mean, 60
1
plus
Han
50?
60, yeah, plus 1 Han 40, right? So as dealer, 1 Han 60 Fu is
Wait, wouldn't it be 50
2,900.
plus 60?
Hmm?
Wouldn't it be 50
Yes, 50
plus
plus 60.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I said 40.
So 1 Han 60 Fu is just 2,900. And then the 50 Fu, 1 Han 50 Fu is just 2400. So we add those up together. Wait, is that right?
No.
Yeah. So we add those up together and we get
25 is
5,300.
I'll just believe you. How much?
5,300?
Okay. I see you.
Yep. Because we got
2,900 plus.
8 plus 24 is equal to that.
Oh yeah, it's 2,400. I see. 2,400 plus 2,900 is gonna be 5,300. Yeah, okay. My brain is so tired.
Yeah. And then on the second one, still the Sanonko Tsumo for this one, so that's 2,004. And for the non-dealer Ron, this is kind of interesting because the last one only went over just by a little because it has the double least, but this one doesn't actually have it. So in this case, it's a 1 Han. Wait, is it 1 Han?
Oh, is this
Yeah, because they're west.
Is this gonna be
1 Han and 100 Fu. Yep. So 100 is the same as a 250, which is the same as a 325. What's 325?
3,200?
Yep.
I see it.
Da, 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 da. And that's the first page.
Okay.
Doing great, Airi.
Now for the Chinitsus.
Okay, let's see.
I'm
Oh, I was so sad
pretty
on this one.
I'm pretty
You did really good. I was very sad on one of these.
Okay.
You would have noticed if you double checked, but just like timing right now, I was like, no, Airi. So the first one you got it correct.
Nice.
The
let's go.
second one you would have got it correct. Can you see
I
why?
just didn't put the 1 here?
Yeah. Or
Oh,
no. Something more obvious. It's the order, Airi. The 6 is at the end.
Wait, the order matters?
Yeah. Remember in the notes of the translations it says, put them in the specific order from 1 to 9.
Oh my god. I'm so upset.
I know, it's so sad. You got it. You did that thing on every single other question though, so it was only like this last one. It was like, oh no.
So sad.
So sad.
Oh no.
But yeah, and then outside of that, you got the next one correct.
I was also missing the 1, right?
Nope, there was no 1. You got everything else.
Okay.
It was just the order. Which is really sad because you got number 3.
Let's just count it as a 1 because I didn't actually know.
Let's just count that as a win.
No, I didn't actually know I needed to be in the right order. Come on.
What? That was specifically in the notes. Alright, but hey, look at the right side, Airi. You got number 3 correct.
Let's go.
You got number 4 correct.
Let's go.
You got number 5 correct.
Let's go.
And you got number 6 correct.
Let's go. I thought I was gonna
So
6
technically,
wrong.
aside from like that little thing, you technically got the entire section right there, right?
I'm counting that as a win. I got the
Yeah,
whole thing right.
that's a hell of a win. Like 10 out of 10. Good job.
Let's go. This one I just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, this one you ran out of time. You got the first one correct, which was the 4, 5, 6, 8.
And I am correct in saying that like if the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 shows up in the 1, that means that the 1 is gonna show up in the 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 as well, right?
Yep, because yeah,
it's just basically reversing the order.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can kind of like cheat right there of like, oh, I know that this one should appear in these ones now. And so yeah, I got that one correct. You missed the second one. So the 3 is right, the 4 is right, and there's one more, which was the 7.
I see.
So we have the 7. You can do like the 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 5. Pull that out, and then you have the 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. That. Dun 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 dun. Whee. Genie 2 hurts my brain too.
I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh no, these questions are horrible. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure they use the bamboo because it just like messes with your brain way more.
It just hurts your brain more, yeah.
Yeah, the bamboo is the worst one. I feel like it's way easier if it's like Manzu.
Alright, next up, on the third one, you got part of that correct, and part of it not correct. So the 2 was right, the 4 was actually not there.
Oh. See?
And then aside from that, you also had a 5, 6, 9.
Okay.
Let's see, number 4. 1 was right, 2 was right, 3 was actually not there. And then you have 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 as well. On number 5, 1 and 7 are right, but you're also missing a 3, 4, 6, 9.
I mean, a lot of these are gonna be missing. Just run out of time.
Yeah. 6, 1 was right, and then you're missing 3, 4, 5, 9 for 7. 1 was actually not there for 7. And 5 was there, and then the other 2 were just 2 and 8. 2, 5, 8.
See.
On number 8, 1 was right, and then an additional 4 and a 7. And the last one, 1 was right, and additional 3, 4, 5, 6. Whee! Alright. Not bad, not bad.
3?
For all the stuff that you had time for, you did like perfect on it, so 10 out of 10. Good job.
Yay!
Alright, this next one, we were so glad, we were like crying in chat because you like erased the 1200 and put 4K, 8K, we're like, no! but luckily...
No,
luckily you went back and found
it. Like, you guys have no idea. If you did those Shinitsu weights, you would know that, like, you're truly gonna believe that a Hanuman is 4,000, 8,000. Trust me. A Hanuman is actually 4,000, 8,000 after the Shinitsu weights. It's so terrible.
So true, so true. Alright, so getting on this one. On the first question, you got all 3 of them right! Woohoo!
Let's go!
On the second question, you got all 3 of them right.
Let's go!
Woohoo! On the third question, you got all 3 of them wrong.
Oh no! Pain!
So the third question is when they start to get really mean with the questions, because the way that they are... So for this, it's basically trying to figure out what's the lowest possible score. Which unfortunately means that that includes
like the 70 few hands.
Yes.
Yeah, when I realized that, I was like, I'm not getting this one right.
Yep. So for the first question, instead of 400, 800, which is a 150, it was a 140, which is a 400, 700.
Oh my god, I see.
And for the next 2, instead of the 240 that you had, it was 170, which was 2,300 each. Yeah, they were very mean on that. It's like, yep, you can actually go just a little bit lower, you know.
It's how much? It's 2,400.
Or on the second and the third, it's 2,300.
See, okay.
1 Han, 70 Fu. And then on the final question. You got the first one correct. Woohoo! on the second one, it was actually 32,000. So only a single Yakuman would work.
Wait, so the difference, did I calculate the difference wrong then? Let me see. So the way I calculated it was... Where is it?
So one easy way you can do like this calculation is just like calculation between you and first and then the other two. So if you're looking at how much you need to overtake south first, that's just the basic of what 35200 minus 2700, which is 32500. And then if you have a Yakuman, then that would overtake that because you have the Honba and then you also have the Kyotaku. So that's fine. And then for the dealer, you have 715 minus 27, which is like 688. And then if you have 688, a basic RON here.
Oh, I calculated it as 69,800. My brain was so fried at the time.
Yeah. Because if you calculate just like the Fu, that's like, or the Honba, then that's 4 Honba, which is like 12. So then that would cover double of that distance for you, which is the 24. Then you would also cover 3,000. And then...
I mean, the way I think about it is that, like, if the distance is 68.8, then it's actually minus 3k, so it's 65.8. And then with the 1,200 extra, that's 2,400 extras, so... the 32... So it would go from 68.8 to 65.8, which is only 1,800 away from Yakuman. So that with the 1,200, it's 2,400 extra swing. So that is enough, yeah. I miscalculated. I thought it was 69,800. God damn it.
Yeah, well, like once you start doing like this specific math. I mean, it's hard. Like you're like going, you're like an hour and like 15 minutes into a timed like test. You're just I gotta go fast. I gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Yep. And then for the last question, this one was also just a little bit short. So you did mention correctly, like, oh, it has to be a triple Yakuman, but a triple Yakuman is not 128.
Yeah.
But it's 96.
96.
Because 32 plus 32 plus 32.
Yeah, I remembered it wrong.
All good, all good. And then the next section, Shanten section. So you got the first one correct. You got the second one correct. You got the third one correct. I was worried you wouldn't get the fourth one, but you did get it at the end.
Let's go!
Let's go!
So I got all the Shanten correctly.
Yep. And then in the final one, yep, so no answers for the kanji parts, so, or well, you tried on the Rinshan. Yeah, the Rinshan, let me see if I can
Also, just a second, because we did get a raid. Hi, Zuzu, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I just got done taking, like, just so you guys, if you guys are not aware, last weekend I did a tournament, the Extra Life Open, and as part of the incentive for raising $3,000, which we did reach, we raised $3,100 for Extra Life. I said that I would take the official Japanese Professional Mahjong League Pro Test. So this is the test that the pros, like Dani Pro here, Dani Pro actually had to take this test in order to join the Japanese Pro Mahjong League. And I'm just taking this just as like a fun thing to do because it's really hard and it's fun to watch the streamer suffer. So I'm sure that was enjoyable.
Let's see. Yeah, but so kanji part for the first one, nothing. Peiko, you did get the one part at least. Good job. And then for Rinshan, you got two of those. The four kanji. You got half of it.
I remember two of them.
You got the easier kanji. Nice. And then for the meanings, closed hand. In the actual Japanese, I think they said a hand that you haven't called on, but for English, we understand that as closed hand, so that's fine there. For Ryanmen, you said two-side weight, and in Japanese, they literally say futatsu no machi, which is, two-side weight, so got that there. You answered draw and sumo. The answer that they had was a teiban no toki ni pai o 1枚持ってくるコード, which essentially is, draw works there. Ipeiko is in fact the Yaku. and you described it as a sequence of, or two of the same sequence. One thing that you might have also wanted to include it was that it was a Yaku and it was like a men's in only. But that's fine. That's fine. And then the last one you did mention it was a Yaku. You could also add the additional information of like, oh, it's a one-han Yaku, and then you went with the Condral. Yeah, and so I counted those 5 as correct.
Okay, so I got like half. I don't know, like is it half a point or something for each?
Yeah. So for this one, you get 5 points, or it's 1 point for each of them. So a total of 10 points, and you got 5 out of those.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
So 1, 2, 3, 5. Adding this all up together, we got 5 plus 8 plus 7 is 20. So on the first page, you got 28 points out of 40 points.
Okay. It's not too bad.
On the second page, you got 12 points out of 30 points.
12 points out of 30. That's not the. I mean. Okay, I mean, if I had put them in the right order, how much would that give me more?
Only 2 points more.
Okay, you said 12 out of how much?
30.
I'm counting as a 40 out of 30. I'm sorry. I don't care.
And then on the last one, you got 20 points out of 30 points.
Okay.
In total, you scored a 60 out of 100.
I'm counting that as 62. I'm sorry. 62 out of 100. I'm so happy. Honestly, without any practice, I slept so poorly today. I was not fully prepared. I did not actually like do any studying beforehand because I think that would have made me more nervous, to be honest. People are asking in chat, how much is needed to pass? Is there a minimum needed to pass?
So, your actual like passing depends on pretty much like everything. And so, like I mentioned at the start of the stream, the test itself has 4 parts. So you have the live playing part where they go around, you play a mini tournament, and they the proctors go around, take notes on individual players, like how they draw, like their manners, etc., etc. On the second day, you have the time test. Following that, you have an essay, and then following that, you have the interview. So the interview was particularly fun. So the year that I took it, there was like 100 something people that were taking it. This test, most of them were guys, and so when they were doing the interviews the interview parts for the guys, we would go in 4 at a time. So the first guy came in, and they're like, "Oh, how'd you think you did on the test?" He's like, "I think I did pretty good." It's like, "Oh, well, you didn't. You scored like a 50 out of 100. Did you not even study for this test?" And they just like railed this guy. It's like, "Oh my
really?
God!" Yes.
Did he actually get like 50 out of 100?
Yeah, he did like I don't remember it was exactly 50 out of 100, but it was a low score. And so the second guy came. So then they went to the second guy. I was like, "Oh, how do you think you did on the test?" I think I did okay." "Well, you didn't. You scored like this much. Did you not study for the test? What were you doing with your time? I'm sorry." Yeah. And then next up was me. They're like, "Did you?" It's like, how do you think you did on the test? Or they said, "Did you study for this test?" And I'm like, "Yes, I studied a lot." And they're like, "Oh yeah, it showed. You got a pretty decent score." And then one of them was like, "Yeah, I got a higher score than me." It's like, "Oh, cool." So for the people that pass the test, there's 2 types of passing in the JPML test. One is a full pass, and then the other one is the half pass. So for a full pass, they can immediately start in League, like just the next one. And then within that, they could either start at D3 or they could start at E1, depending on their results. And then the second pass is like a kind of pass, but not a kind of fail. So for that one, you have to take basically 6 months of like supplementary classes
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of that 6 months, you'll take the test again, and if you do good, then you'll become a pro. And if you fail, you have to restart the process again.
I see.
Yep.
So it's shorter than waiting the whole year again.
Yeah. So I don't know the exact pass rate or whatnot. I know for mine, I don't remember my exact score, but it was a 56 or a 55. Or I'm sorry, 96 or a 95. And that was enough for the like quote unquote full pass and starting at D3.
Nice.
And the only like measure that I had was like to see like how others did was like how many other people passed with me. And the answer was less than 10 in total, and I think less than 3 in D3. So yeah, not many out of 100 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, hard stuff. But yep, depending on the year, like more people can pass or more people can fail. A lot of it depends on like the proctors and like who made the test and like how like critical they're being that year. Because some years they're like, oh yeah, I want more people, and other years they're like, no, we don't really want that many people. So yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, I remember also looking at another test. I think it was the... Let me check here. I think it was 35 that I was looking at, right? And it had like the Paifu.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a lot of different types of questions that they ask you.
Yeah, you don't know what types of questions that they're going to be on like the next one, and so like for me, like I studied like the all the past tests, and one of like the hardest things that I found on its test, I think before this one, was like maybe like what 2011, 2012 or something. They had like a kanji part of it. I'm like, oh my god, if they add that, I'm fucked. So I gotta like study like the simple kanji at least. And then of course they had it on my test. Like, wow, the anti-gaijin questions. This is horrible.
Yeah, this was the other type of question that I was looking at. They make you like analyze the entire game, and you have to know how to read paifus that are like they show you the paifu like this. Has like all the tiles drawn and discarded and everything. And then like the last final tiles here, the last 5, they don't show you, and they just like tell you like, what did this person win? You just have to know. And the rest of the questions are all related to this, right? So it's basically like, this person won a sumo and overtook first or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this hand can only be in one way. There's like only actually one way that this hand can be.
So you have to like reverse engineer it to actually figure out, alright, what did they draw, what did they discard? What did they draw, what did they discard? Alright, what did they win on?
Yeah, because you can actually account for all tiles, and since you know that these tiles are actually like different tiles that were drawn and discarded, like none of these is like a tsumogiri. And yeah, so basically they change the tiles in their hands so that eventually like you just know all the tiles in their hand, and then you know all the tiles they can possibly draw, and then you calculate what the hand is.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool, very cool. Thank you so much.
Fun stuff.
Thank you so much, Dani.
No problem, you did great. You did way better than I did on my like first test.
Wait, did you actually have like a first test? That you
What?
did?
Yeah, well, not like for JPML, but just for like my practice test.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know,
Did you actually do it like with the timer?
Yeah. Because whenever I did the practice test, it's like, okay, I gotta make it like as much as like the real test as possible. So I did it each with a timer.
See, how much did you get on your first test? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact much. It was probably like 40 something.
Oh, so I actually did pretty well.
Fast. Yeah. I mean, you got higher than some of the people that got chewed out on my table did. Yeah.
That's funny.
Go, Airi.
I'm so tired.
Yep.
I'm so tired.
These tests do that to you. They make you very sleepy.
Alright, so I mean, yeah, basically I was just gonna do like a mini interview section, but I'm very tired. But I guess like I'll do like a few basic questions, and then if you guys want to ask any more questions, I mean, feel free to ask them. But yeah, so I mean, just tell us a bit more about yourself. How I mean, starting from the beginning, like I mean, whatever you want, I guess. I have some basic questions that I want to ask after.
More about myself. Hi everyone. My name's Dani. I am a professional in the Japan Professional Mahjong League. And yeah, so what year is this now? We're in 2023. I've been playing Mahjong for about 13 years now. Originally I was 13 years. Originally I came out, started learning Mahjong at the University of Texas in Austin. I found a random Mahjong club and was walking around one day and they're like, "Hey, do you want some free cookies?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I like free cookies." And there were some really good cookies, like Snickerdoodle. Oh my god.
Free cookies! Yeah, that's how you get people to play Mahjong. I see.
Yeah, so remember, if you have a Mahjong club and you want more people, just offer free cookies, and that's a great way to bring people in.
Let's go.
Yeah, but so after that, I came into the Mahjong club. I learned how to play just regular, no scoring, just kind of like Chinese Mahjong, where it's like, you know, just chi pon. After that, a random person that had studied abroad in Japan once came, and like he knew how to play the Japanese style, so he taught me that, and then like a couple other people there, and then he left and was never to be seen again. But he had a site that he had like the entire rules written on, so I went over there and used that. Kafkafura. Great site, by the way.
Kafkafura?
Yep. He also does a lot of anime like songs and Toho song translations.
That's awesome.
Good person. My great senpai. And
the senpai.
Senpai, yep. And so after that, started like teaching more people in the club how to play Japanese style, because I like the Japanese style. And then later on, I found out that there's like anime too. It was like, oh my god, like I saw Saki, and like they made an anime about Mahjong? What?
Right.
It was insane. And
then Akagi?
Yeah, and then Akagi later too. And so, yeah, then played with friends, played a lot on Tenho during that time. Studied abroad in Japan for a year, and basically just put all my classes on just 2 days of the week so I could just go around and play at random Mahjong parlors during that time.
Oh, so did they let you, like, so how is it? Like, do they just, like, how hard is it to get into the Mahjong parlors? I've heard it's difficult.
Well, I'll tell you my story. So, I went over there, and I knew nothing about Mahjong parlors, like, and there was, like, not many, documentations or anything in those days. It was just basically, you know, the Wild West. And so I'm like, okay, I'm like in Japan, I want to go play with Mahjong. Let's look at Google Maps, search for like Mahjong, and oh look, there's like a Mahjong place like 10 minutes down the road. Let's go. So I walk down the road, come into the room, and there's like a lot of old people playing on like, you know, hand shuffle tiles on tables, and they're really quiet, and they see me come in, small whispers. Oh, a foreigner. Oh. And then the guy comes up, like, do you want something? I was like, yeah, can I play Mahjong? He's like, no, it's only set here. I was like, oh, okay, bye. I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay. And so I went home and looked up. It's like, oh, okay. So I found out that in Mahjong parlors, there's actually two types of like kind of like places. One play style is called set, which is you bring in 4 of your friends and you rent out a table. The other style is called free, which is basically you can go in as a lone person and get seated with other people. So I'm like, okay, I need a free Mahjong place. All right, cool. So then I search on Google. I see a couple like stations up from my closest like station where my house is. I'm like, all right, let's go there. So then another day went by. I went over there. I came in and they had some like auto tables, and it was like 4 auto tables and like two older guys in there. And then you know, before I came, I went online. I read all of their rules and whatnot. Like I could read and speak Japanese at this point as well. And so I went in and said, oh, hey, I have a question regarding like your rules that I read online. Like, it said this thing. What's that? And he's like, oh, it's like this. It's like, okay, cool. But yeah, I think it's a bit too early for you. I was like, what? Like, well, I mean, like, you don't even know Mahjong that well, and you can't speak Japanese. Like, I can speak, I can play Mahjong. It's like, well, you don't speak Japanese that well. Yeah, I think it's just too early for you. You should come back later. It's like, oh, okay. So I got kicked out of that place. I was like, oh damn, all right, third time's a charm. And wait, Tori the Panda. How's the shogi grind? Wait, I know you. It's Tori. Yeah, and so then third time charm, I'm like, all right, maybe that was because I got denied because it was a really small place, right? So surely if I went to a bigger place, it'd be better. So I went, looked into town, found a really big mahjong chain, went to like their, I think Shinjuku location, walked in, full tables on a Friday night, like, whoa. And the guy came up and was like, you in the right place? I'm like, yeah, I'm here to play mahjong. Oh, have you been here before? It's like, no. It's like, okay, let me explain you the rules. So they bring me to like an open, auto table, and they're like explaining me the rules. And I've never used an auto table before. That like there was no auto tables that were around in the U.S. at that time, like there is in like PML, Pacific Mahjong League, or in like New York now. There was nothing of that. So the only things I saw was like maybe stuff off of like what's it called, like sake, right? And so they set me down, and it's like, okay, they're explaining the rules. I'm like, all right, cool. And then they like press the button on the table, and boom, the titles pop up. I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Just like super excited, like damn, never played on one of these before. Holy shit! And I don't know if it's because I seem like super excited and just like whoa, that they're just kind of like, I don't know about this person. So after they explain, I was like, yeah, I understand. It's like, yeah, follow me. And they follow me out the door, and then they're like, yeah, I think it's a bit too early for you to come.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh damn. So third time was not the charm. So during that time, I was studying at Sophia University abroad for 1 year in Japan. And one of my there was a mahjong club there. Didn't have many people, but there was a mahjong club there. And one of my senpai there worked at a store called Zoo in Ikebukuro. And he's like, yeah, man, just come over to my place. Just tell them that you know me, and you'll be fine. It's like, all right. So I went over to that place, and kind of like the same thing of like, like, oh, it's a foreigner here. Are they in the right place? And so, I kind of asked them like, oh yeah, no, I'm here. I read the rules online. Oh, my friend, like he mentioned this place. And they're like, oh, you're friends with that guy? Oh, he's good. I was like, yeah, no problem. Here, come sit down over here. It's like, oh, thanks. And then I got to sit down, and the customers were there too. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm friends with this guy. And they're like, oh wow, you're friends with that guy? Oh yeah, he's really good. It's like, oh shit. And so yeah, after that, I was able to play there. That was a no-rate parlor. So in Japan, there's rate and no rate, which basically means no rate is non-betting, and rate is betting. So this was a no-rate parlor, which is pretty rare at the time. They're a lot more common nowadays, though. And yeah, after that, I got like my card from like that chain. So then, whenever I went to another place, I can be like, oh yeah, look, I've played mahjong before. Like show them like a card from like some other mahjong place.
So, do you know Luke? Luke McMasters, yeah. So after we're all done with like the official YoStar the tournament streams and stuff, sometimes we'll just be like, oh, all right, let's cut some. We're all done. And then like he'll just start sharing stories about like parlors, like places he played, because he goes to Japan every year, and then like he spends like 1 day or two doing work, and then the rest of the trip is just like mahjong in the morning, lunch, and then mahjong at night. And so he has a lot of funny stories about Johnson's, and yeah, he has told me that it's really hard to find the first one, but after you have like their little card, it's like a loyalty card or something, right?
Yeah, and then you can basically just kind of like use that, like, oh, have I been to parlors before? Whip out my cards. Yep.
Just have a full hand of them.
Yeah. So but so after that, I just for that year I went around and did that. Then I also played in a qualifier for the WRC. I didn't actually end up qualifying for the WRC that year, and I was one away. But then one person couldn't make it, and because I was like the next up, it was like I got qualified. So I was like, yay! So I got in as US seats, and I went to Paris that year for the WRC. It was super hot.
I've heard many stories about Yeah, it's super hot and like
Yeah.
there were issues with the food too.
Well, it was more of like so the food was very French, and so it was like a lot of like kind of like you know, like a lot of like cheeses and stuff, and the Japanese don't really do that well with cheese, so
Yeah.
a lot of them were just like, I can't eat this, and they were really hungry. Which is kind of funny to see because afterwards, that going into like, you know, Vegas and the other WRCs, a lot of the Japanese pros that went originally to Paris now just bring like a stack of like ramen noodle with them, just like cup ramen. They're like, okay, I got my emergency food now. Not gonna starve to cheese this time.
Emergency food, emergency rations.
Yeah. But yeah, that was really great. During that time, ever since about like 2011 or so, I've been in the online IRC chats for Osamuko, which is like the big Mahjong community at the time. And so whenever I actually went to the WRC, I got to meet like a lot of my friends from there, from all over the world, from like, you know, America as well as like Europe. And so that was super fun.
Yay.
Yeah, didn't do that well in the tournament itself. And at the time, it was just kind of like it was. I don't think I could actually like even see like the relative distance of these people. It's like, oh damn, I'm just unlucky. Or you know, just like, yeah, you know, I played these pros. They're okay, not that great. And then years later, I'll look back and be like, oh dang, I was really stupid. Yeah. So after that, went back, finished my study abroad at
how did you do
Tokyo.
with the WRC?
How'd I do, or what did I do?
I mean, like how did the WRC go for you? Like as far as the matches went.
I had some secret stuff, but I can't say that on stream. But aside from that, yeah, dropped out pretty early of just like, oh, big losses. Okay, I'm not making the top 30s. But there was a group of us that did that, and so we kind of just made some like little side games. Because at that time, during the tournament of the first WRC, they didn't actually have like side tournaments and whatnot, like the more recent WRCs did. So the people that lost were just kind of like, I guess we'll just keep playing and crying. Yeah, so you know, we made some little like side games right there to keep the interest going. So it was pretty fun. I think I ended at like 100th something out of like 100 and something people.
I need to be right
You can
back
find that on
because I've been drinking a lot of water during the test and I haven't gone to the doll
Run,
yet,
Airi!
so,
Run! Run,
I'll,
Airi!
I'll leave you to keep the chat company. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Let's see. I can actually go and look up the results from that. I think it's on the wiki. Full results? Not on here, not on here. Did the wiki site go down? No. This is so sad. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, but after that, I came back to Tokyo, and I got an introduction to a place called Jankiryu, which is the place of Sakurai Shoichi, the mahjong demon Janki. And played at his place a little. That time it was in Japan, and that was really fun because they play like super fast. So they're using auto tables, and they play a full hanchan in like 20 minutes. It's just like speeding, like go. Nano says, so what's it like playing as a pro now? You're not getting turned away from any Johnsos now, are you? Yep. Yeah, I haven't been turned away from a Johnso since like that first like 3 Johnsos that I got turned away from. After that, I've never got turned away from another one. Playing as a pro now, I don't actually go to Johnsos that many, so much nowadays, mostly because the rules that I play are kind of like specific to like my league and other kind of like leagues, and so mostly, and also I just play a lot of mahjong through like the pro leagues and tournaments. Like pretty much every single weekend, I have like 1 or 2 like, you know, tournaments or leagues going on. So for this week, on today's Saturday, and I don't actually have anything on this day, which is why I'm doing the stream and whatnot. Tomorrow I have a pro qualifier for the OI tournament, which is one of JPML's like 4 big big titles. So yeah, that'll be fun.
Sorry, what happened?
Oh, I'm just answering stuff from chat. Welcome back. Welcome back.
What was the question? You're talking about titles?
So someone said, Nano said, "What's it like playing as a pro now? And you're not getting turned away from Johnsos now, are you?" So I was mentioning that I haven't got turned away from any Johnsos since like those original 3. And I don't really go to the Johnsos that much nowadays as a pro. Mostly just because like I play a lot on like every single week for just like pro leagues and tournaments. So right now, just going through the things that I'm in, there is the main poll, or the main Phoenix League for JPML, and I'm currently in D2 or D1. Yeah, D1 of that. That's once every month. I play in the WRC League, which has 2 sessions over a year, or 2 sessions? No. What do you call those? It's like the first WRC League tournament and then the second WRC. Okay, so yeah, like 2 tournaments each year. And so that one would be over a 6-month period. You have to play at least 5 sessions. And then aside from that, there's the WRC-R, which is the WRC-R League is World Ricci Championship rules, except with Red Dora. Then there's also various tournaments. I play in like the OI tournament coming up. There's like the Tendon tournament in the spring. There's the Masters tournament also in the spring. There's like the Newcomers tournament. There's the Wakashishi, so there's like the Young Lion and the Sakura Bloom tournaments for pros that are under 30. And then for those over 30, there is the Ranwa tournaments. Let's see what else I got. I also go every month to Shizuoka for a Shizuoka like local league over there. And then aside from that, and that's the tournaments from my pro league. And then aside from that, I also play in tournaments from open tournaments from other pro leagues. So like Mahjong Mew, like where Kobayashi Go is from. They got like the Big One tournament and another one. RMU also has a tournament. Saikoisen also has tournaments. Nihon Pro Mahjong Renmei or NPM, which is Kyokai, also has tournaments. So yeah, a lot of tournaments. Oh, Kiwami found the Kimani found the thing, the results. She also went to the 2014.
Yeah, I have seen Kimani around quite a bit, either in like sometimes joining my tournaments, I think, sometimes in chat.
Oh, I did okay. I got 76 out of 120, so that's better than I thought. Yeah, and so going back to timeline, so after that I left Japan, and then I was really depressed for a while because like, you know, you just go from Japan to like, I'm stuck in Texas now, like with my parents, waiting for credits to go through. Went back to uni to finish like the last 2 classes I need because something from the Japanese college didn't transfer over correctly. And yeah, then I was just kind of like chilling in life, and one of my mahjong friends like called me up and was like, "Hey, you want to come like write a book for us?" I'm like, "Mahjong book? Yeah, sure, that sounds fun." It's like, actually, wait, you know how to program? Do you want to? Because one of my majors in college was programming. You want a job? Like, yeah, sure. So I went over from Texas. I moved to California and stayed up there in North California with the Pacific Mahjong League. And I was there for about like 5 years, and during that time I actually had money, so from there I was able to like fly around to like literally every single like US tournament. And yeah, and then I got to also go to like some European tournaments, tournaments in Australia, tournaments in like South Korea. Yeah, money's great. So yeah, I just going around doing that for a while, and eventually got to the point where it's like, yeah, I kind of want to go pro, you know? So quit my job in California in 2009. Was it 2019? It's around there. Yeah, and then went to Japan. Just kind of like surfed around a little bit while searching for a job. Finally got a job, and then took the pro test over here. So I passed the pro test and went up to D3 like immediately. But then I had some visa issues because my company that I originally went in was very shady. And from the point that I signed the contract to the point I got my visa, it took 9 months.
Dumb.
Which means that for part of the league, I couldn't make the league on like the last part of it, which means that I just got automatically like demoted. But then I got my visa set up, and so I came into JPML, and then I started at E1 League. And yeah, ever since then, just been playing in lots of tournaments, leagues, etc., and just chilling in Japan.
Ooh. And you were like the first American to join the JPML, right?
Nope. So there's actually 2 more Americans that are in the JPML. Well, actually, technically more than that. But non-Japanese Americans, there is Garth and Jen, and they were the first 2 to join the JPML. After them, Gemma, who is from the UK, and she is also the president of like the WRC. She was the 3rd foreigner, or European/American foreigner to join, and then me.
Yeah, I got a chance to play with Jen in Armel, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, I saw her and Garth are both there. That's really cool.
Yeah, it made me really happy because Jen said that I kicked her ass, so
Let's go.
gave me a boost of confidence in my mahjong.
Jen's really cool. Ah, the water!
Oh no, the water!
Okay, it's fine. The lid was on still.
Nice. I guess, does anybody have any more questions? I know there's a question on Discord. Unless you had anything else you wanted to say?
Nope. What are the questions?
So, Mogul asks, Ricci has a lot of quirky rules. Which is your least favorite rule? Are there any rules you would like to add to the game, or which you would like to be more common? So which is your least favorite rule? And are there any rules you'd like to add to the game, or which you'd like to be more common?
Don't really have a least favorite, or even something that I prefer. So especially in the Pro League, there is pretty wild differences between a lot of the different rule sets. For instance, in JPML A rule, which was the rule set for the test that Airi was doing, there's no Uradora, there's no Ipatsu, and there's no Condora, there's no Red Dora either, and the actual foo for the end of the game is like a floating one. So let's say if there's 2 people above the starting points and 2 people down,
Uma, right?
Yep. Then for the Uma, then it will be -8, -4, +4, +8. So basically just like a Mongon, right? Like not that much at all. If you're comparing that to something like Maj Soul or like Tenho even, more so, where it's like, everything depends on your placement. In JPML, the placement doesn't matter that much. The biggest thing that's going to be like benefiting you over time is going to be the points that you get. And that's not to say that placement's nothing, but it's a lot more or less impactful than if you were playing on something like Maj Soul or like on Tenho or whatnot. Similarly, for like WRC rules, suddenly now you have Ipatsu, you have Condora, you have Uradora, still no Red Dora, but Ricci suddenly becomes a lot more powerful in that rule set. Similarly, the Uma goes up to 515, which is like a 10,000 point difference between each placement. Going over to WRC Red Dora, now you have Red Dora here. The hands are on average going to be a lot higher. The Uma also shoots up to 3010, so a 20,000 point difference between each placement.
In which rule set?
This is WRC R rules, which is WRC with Red Dora. And yeah, so for each and every single one of these different types of rule sets, the way that you play the game, the way that you go and you set like kind of like your goals, the information that you're reading, and then like the specific thresholds of like, you know, whether you should push, whether you should pull, the averages of like, you know, what an expected like hand is going to be and whatnot all change. And so that's probably the one of the most interesting things about being a pro is there's just so many rule sets that you're playing on versus like, you know, normally like or even when I was before I became a pro, mostly I would just play on, you know, Tenho, 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 Tenho.
Tenho forever.
Yeah, and so my playstyle gets very attuned, like this specific thing. And
which is like
I have a lot
basically
of
fourth place avoidance.
it's mostly fourth place avoidance. On Tenho I got to 8th Dawn before the summer before I became a pro. And
Wow.
thank you. Let's see. But a lot of my friends will come over to Japan and they'll stay with me, or they'll play Tenho or something. And I always tell them, like, you know, Tenho is not Mahjong, right? Or, like, Parlor Mahjong is not Mahjong. Like, Pro Mahjong, or, like, Rule Set A is not Mahjong. Like, the skills that you have in Tenho are for Tenho. The skills that you have in Majsol are for Majsol. The skills that you have in, like, WRC are for WRC. And even though there are some like parts that transfer over between these, not any single one of them is quote unquote Mahjong. Because as soon as you change like you know, the rule sets, as soon as you change those like small thresholds, then what you should be doing will change. And being able to like recognize that, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I have X situation, so I should do Y. It's like, you know, not as cut and dry as that. And even like within a single game, right? You can essentially make a what's the word an argument for any single discard in a hand given the right situation. Because, you know, your hand isn't always just going to be like, oh, I'm going for Tenpai or I'm going to win. Sometimes the situation might require that you just don't lose. Or, you know, maybe the situation will be like a tournament, or like a title match. It's kind of like what you were talking about in one of those questions where it's like, oh yeah, the person needs to win 96,000 points in order to get first place. Immediately when you get under these like different situations, starts to change. Similarly, if you're playing in like pro leagues and pro tournaments, a lot of tournaments for the prelims are like you play a set of 4 games and then only the top 20% move to the next rounds. And so, if you're comparing that to like ladder play, like on Majsol or Tenho or Ron 2, it's a lot different because you're not just kind of like playing for the average. Instead, you'd want to do everything that you can to increase your chances of being in that top 20%. Because there's no difference between being like, you know, the super last ranked person or being like the 25th person. If you're not in that top 20%, then you're still not going to be making it to like the tournament. So you have to like change around like how you play based off the rule sets and also off the format of the tournament that you're playing in. Even more so for tournaments where it's like a super steep cutoff of like, yeah, like play with like 60 something people and then like top 4 move on at the end of like 7 games or something.
Yeah, that's actually like something that I had to learn like from experience. And so I played in the Rochester tournament this year, and the format was Psycho Eason plus 30-10. I think it was like 40 people and top 4 moved on. So basically it was a 10%, a 90% cut, right? 10% move on. And I didn't really like think too much about it. I was just trying to play the best Mahjong I could. But then I went like, basically, I think I got all 2s, all seconds, and it was still not enough to qualify. And then at the end, I brought this up with the tournament organizer, which was actually Luke, and then he actually explained it to me, like, well, see, you actually need to, like, the ranges of hands you need to play and, like, your goals change depending on that. Because, like, the Yuma weight is different, the cutoff is like a certain percentage, and so you can actually calculate like what kind of positions and scores you need in order to make the top cut. And you can also, after that, think about like what kind of range of hand you can play. And I guess like when I think about it like that, it almost feels like a similar thing to poker, like what kind of range of hand you can play.
Yep. So yeah, exactly. Whenever you're playing like a situation or a game, I guess you do start to get more limited in what you can actually kind of like do. Personally, I think that's like, how do you say? I guess this gets on to more of like personal theory of mahjong. But for a lot of like tournaments, for me, for instance, when I'm playing in leagues and whatnot, and I need like very specific thresholds, generally I'll still kind of like play like Itsumodori, or just same as always, just being focused on like the individual information available to me, like, you know, starting the game, what's my seat, what's the winds, what's the Dora, what is my hand, how many Shanten is it, look at the individual discards, look at my hands, like keep track of all these information that's going, how many of these tiles are out there, etc., etc., like who looks like they're like what Shanten, who looks like they're, you know, close to like Tenpai, who looks like they could have like certain shapes that especially include like the Dora, etc., etc., and they just keep playing and playing, and then only once it gets to a certain point where I can't like keep playing like that, I have to like change my style or my goals in order to achieve my specific goal. So for instance, let's say I'm in like a tournament where only the top 2 players on like a table of 4 go up. Essentially just keep playing towards this goal up until like, you know, like the south of like the last game. So then to that point it's like, okay, like this is like the lot that I'm stuck with, like after like playing everything I could. What are the specific points do I need? Like, can I just like keep winning like random hands here? Do I have to go for like a Yakuman? Is it like, okay, just like Mongon fine? Like how many Mongon Sumos am I away from like reaching my position, etc., etc.? And then slowly going towards that. But yeah, all changes. Oh, for Tori, yeah, the mahjong tournament for this one's also called Wakashishi. And for which mahjong tile I would cook in an oven to make into a nice baked mahjong tile. The top of my head, like, I don't know, like Haku just seems like very bakeable. It's like why it's like looks like it would turn into a nice golden brown, like a crisp one. The Wenso tile also looks like it would be kind of nice. It's like, yeah, it's like a fancy chicken nugget kind of.
Fancy chicken nugget. Okay, what would the like taste if the dragons were like candies, which one would be your favorite?
Alright, let's see, if they're candies, I feel as though like Haku would just be like a mint one.
I mean, then
well actually Hatsu, Hatsu is also green, so it could be maybe like a spearmint one right there. So if we're thinking like mean candies, then like, you know, like Chun can also be like a cinnamon flavor. Ooh, maybe Haku is like more of like one of those milk candies. Oh, that'd be sick.
Milk candies?
Yeah, I kind of like milk candy, Haku.
Like, I've always imagined that Chun would be like a cherry candy.
Cherry candy, okay. Is it like, I don't know, like a good cherry or like the artificial cherry candy, you know?
Good cherry. I mean, my favorite would obviously be the Hatsu. Okay, I mean, do you have any like favorite like preference for tiles? Like any favorite like dragon you have like any superstition about or something like that?
No superstition, but I do have a golden 3-so tile.
Need.
Here, I'll send it to you on stream or on Discord real quick.
Yeah, I remember you showed me before.
Discord.
You need to get me one of those.
Airi. Yeah, 3-so is pretty cool. I would say, like, as like tiles go, 3-so is probably my favorite tile.
Let's go! 3-so favorite tile. Dasuke's one
Praise
of us.
the 3-so. Sanso. We support the cult of the Sanso here.
Let's go. I know that Gemma hates the cultists.
Hey, did you know that Date Arisa, who's an M League player, her favorite tile is also the 3-so.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite Yaku too?
Richi.
Richi?
Yeah, Richi's very interesting.
I ever since my first Yakuman, I've always loved Chitoi.
Oh, Chitoy.
Yeah. Chitoy, Haite, Dora 2 were 6.
Mm-hmm.
Did you send it to me?
I'm going through my photos to look for some ones I took in the past, but it's all just cat pictures and flower pictures.
Same, honestly.
Too many. Not enough. Need more cat pictures. But yeah, I'll find it. Kanchan Dora 12, so true.
Chankan no Mi, Dora 12. Did you actually win this hand? Toriye? Is this something that happened?
Here's a cat from France.
French
Here's a cat down the street. Just so many cat pictures. It's great.
Well, do you guys have any more questions? I need to wrap up stream soon because I need to I need to do some. I need to do something in 15 minutes. My brain just like stopped working mid-sentence. Like what? I'm talking. What am I saying?
Brain off. Need sleep.
That's right. I do need to unwind.
I mean, you just took like the full like hour and 30-minute test. Like that is like drain,
so
like brain
tired.
draining.
My brain is absolutely dead.
Seriously. Oh, this is such a good picture of some kitties. Here, I'm gonna include this one when I send it to you as well.
I need the cat pictures. I need a cat picture stat.
Still looking for the picture that I took of my cool golden. I could just take another picture, but then I would have to pull it out of the box and set up the lighting. Such a pain. Dun, dun.
Well,
No
in that
problem,
case,
Nano.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dani, for doing the stream with me, for helping to conduct the task and answering, I mean, talking so much about, you know, your life as a Mahjong player and, you know, playing Mahjong in the JPML and all this sort of fun stuff.
Thanks for inviting me. Oh, I found the
Yeah.
3-so. Here you go.
I found the 3-so.
Cat
Let's
pictures
go.
and 3-so.
We can end the stream with the 3-so.
Show
So we
cats on
have
stream.
Cats? Cats! Cats! Are these the French cats or the cats down the street?
These are cats down the street.
And these are the French cats?
No, these are also cats down the street.
I see. They're very cute. Like they're like in a cuddle puddle. Adorable. And then we have the golden Sanso. Incredible. I need to get one. Gold plated Sanso.
It's really heavy too, because it's just like a slab of gold.
Wait,
You
is
pick
it
it up
actually
and
just
you're
like
like,
solid gold Sanso?
yes, it is an actual solid gold Sanso.
Damn, you must get so much flow. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. That concludes the JPML Pro Test stream as part of the Extra Life Open 2023 charity incentive for reaching $3,000. This has been me with Dani Pro Daske. And
Thanks for watching.
yeah, anything else you'd like to say before we finish off the stream, Daske?
Thank you for inviting me, Airi.
I mean, thank you for being here. You made time for me. You're so busy, and I got to have you on stream. It's so cool. I mean, I basically have like a Mahjong celebrity on stream. It's awesome.
Aww.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. I guess I'll just find somebody to raid who's playing Mahjong or something, and then I'll see you guys next time. probably not streaming at least until Wednesday, I think. So maybe after that, we'll see if I'm not too busy. Thanks everybody, and have a good rest of your evenings. Bye bye.
Bye bye.